The Article 14 uses two concepts, equality before law and equal protection of laws. The term equality before law is a English origin, and the second term, equal protection of laws, is an American concept. The term equality before law is somewhat negative concept. It implies there is no special privilege given to anyone, and all are given a same place, a same stage, and law is applicable to all in the same sense. This is equality before law. However, one dominant idea that is common in both the expression that they both demand equal justice, and the second term was equal protection of laws. It is more of a positive concept. It says we should demand equality. We should do things that creates equality. Rule of law means that no man is above law and everyone is equal in eyes of law. It doesn't matter whether you are prime minister, a constable, or a collector. A law will impose same responsibility on all of them equally. And now let's see the difference between equality before law and equal protection of laws. First, let's talk about equality before law. It's a concept implying absence of any special privilege by birth, creed, etc. All the individuals and classes are equal before law. The second term, equal protection of laws. It means equal law should be applied to all in same situation, in same circumstances. Okay, it means all the persons similarly circumstanced shall be treated alike, both in privileges conferred and liabilities imposed by the law. Hey everyone, this is Shashank, and in the previous video I have talked about the basics of Article 14, and in this video I am going to talk about the dynamics of Article 14, and in this video I am going to dive deep in the Article 14 and will talk about all the aspects of Article 14. And for those handful of you guys who haven't watched the earlier part, the part 1 of Article 14, the link of that video is given in the description down below. You can go and watch the same. And so let's starting from the rule of law. Rule of law imposes a duty on the state to take special measures to prevent and punish virtuality by police methodology. Okay, so rule of law is a special feature. The rule of law is a basic feature of Indian Constitution that cannot even be destroyed by an amendment by using Article 368. It is that strong. Now there's a term any person in the definition of Article 14. Now what is meant by the any person here? The guarantee of equal protection of laws is available to any person, which include any company or any association or group of individuals. The protection of Article 14 is extended to the non-citizens, natural persons as well as legal persons also. So everyone is entitled for the protection of Article 14 regardless of their color, caste, creed and sex. And also important thing that there are some exceptions of rule of law. It doesn't mean that private citizens will have the same powers like public officials. No. Like private citizens cannot arrest someone, but public officials can do. Even the public officials have to follow some certain procedures which is established by law. So it should not be arbitrary. And there's another point that Article 361 says that the president and governors are not answerable to any court in India. Okay. And there's another thing that the president and the governors are immune to any criminal prosecution or to any criminal proceeding instituted against them. Now let's talk about, is equality a negative concept? Is it negative nature, or it does perpetuate the fraud or illegality? So the short answer is no. And the long answer is, look, Article 14 does not mean to perpetuate illegality or fraud. The said provision does not envisage the negative equality, but only has a positive aspect. So taking an example, if there are persons similarly situated or a group of persons who have got some relief or some benefit mistakenly, so it does not confer a legal right on others to get the same benefit as well. So what I meant here is, if a mistake that has been committed earlier in a case, it cannot be perpetuated. Equality is a right. A mistake in previous case cannot be perpetuated and cannot be claimed in upcoming cases. So that's why equality is a positive concept, not a negative concept. Okay, so now let's quickly recap the Article 14 Clause 1 and Clause 2. Clause 1, the equality before law, it is more of a generic concept. Okay, it is more generic in nature. By the term generic, I meant it is applicable on all. And the second clause, which was equal protection of laws, it is very quite in specific in nature. Now, what equal protection of laws says that for better public welfare, classification is a must. And for better public welfare, we have to recognize different factors like caste difference, gender difference, and status difference. To protect classification from undue influence as well as from the arbitrariness, we have developed our test, which was developed in State of Bombay versus FN Balsara. So this test has two reasons. First was intelligible differentia and second is rational axis. So what intelligible differentia is? It is intelligible reason. The intelligible reason on what basis you have differentiated two groups of people. Why you have created that distinction between two groups of people, okay, or two people. Why you are comparing people, on what basis you are comparing people, on what basis you have given preference to the people of certain groups or different groups. So rational axis is some kind of a final product. So first one is a intelligible differential, the intelligible reason on what basis you have differentiated, on what basis you are creating this difference. And the second is the final product that you want to achieve by creating such difference. So there must be a rational axis. There must be a nexus between the product you want to achieve, and the difference you have created. They must both have a nexus between them. It means that there must be a rational relationship between the classification and the object that to be achieved. So in E.P. Royappa versus State of Tamil Nadu, the Supreme Court formulated new doctrine. This doctrine comes under the category of old doctrine. Till 1970, the Supreme Court found this doctrine very restrictive and of very negative approach. With time and need of society, it will keep on changing. And the new doctrine was of very dynamic in nature, very positive and also very activist in nature. The new doctrine expanded the view of equality before law. After that, equality before law became rule of law plus natural justice. The new doctrine expanded the view of equality before law. Then the equality before law became rule of law plus natural justice. The court said that reasonableness is the main essential part of equality or non-arbitrariness, and said equality is a very dynamic concept. And the same view was adopted in Menka's Gandhi case. The sole purpose of Article 14 is only to strike out the arbitrariness from state section. And by doing this, Article 14 ensures fairness and equality. The court said if the said order is arbitrary, and that order will be considered against Article 14, which is equality. So till 1970, we had the old doctrine, which had two tests, the intelligible differentia and the rational axis. And when we added third thing, which was reasonableness, we got our new doctrine. And the new doctrine we got, it targets arbitrariness. It strikes out arbitrariness from state's action and supports reasonableness. It says if there is any arbitrariness, it's against equality. So here the chapter equality is finished. Okay, right to equality is finished. I hope you understood what is Article 14. I have got you covered the rule of law, equality before law and equal protection of laws, and the reasonable classification, rational axis and some case laws. And I hope you got your doubt cleared. If you still have any doubts or any queries regarding Article 14 or something else, please let me know in the comment section down below. And if you still have any doubts or any queries regarding Article 14 or something else, do let me know in the comment section down below. And yes, that's it. Thanks for watching.